Good afternoon, everybody. Namaskar. In the midst of all the technologies, the vision, and many technical things which, other leaders were talking, today we are going to share with you one of the most key principles of becoming a very, very strong and successful entrepreneur. This is the most fundamental thing for any person, any individual, who wants to really grow big in any industry, in any part of your life. This is the most fundamental thing, because the whole existence moves in this direction. This could be a very, very simple concept, but this concept could turn your business into a multi-billion-dollar business, because this works with the flow of the cosmos, which most of the people, fail to achieve this, fail to look at this. The most important thing is, the concept of cosmos is just being, doing, and having is the principle which, I put it across. Now, what is this being, what is this doing, and what is this having? I'm going to give you a small example in explaining this concept of being, doing, having. The being is your definition of what you're going to offer to the society. It is your core values, your being. It is basically your definition, what you truly want to offer to the society. It could be anything. And I'm going to explain it, what this being should include in the next few slides. Okay. Now, the being, the first step is your definition. Please understand. And once your definition is clear, what you truly want to offer to the society, mind it, I'm using the word what you offer, not what you expect out of everything, out of your business or anything. What you truly want to offer. That is the first step you need to define clearly. The second step is very simple. Once the definition of what you're going to offer is crystal clear, then the doing is just the execution of that. You've got to just execute what you've been clearly defined. That's it. You don't have to do anything. Just execute what you've clearly defined is the step 2. And step 3, the having. The moment you have executed whatever you have clearly defined in what you want to offer to the whole world, now what you deserve to have, you will get it automatically. You don't have to run behind that. You don't have to run behind your customers. You don't have to run behind any of the people in the world. Everybody will come to you if this definition is properly, you got it in your mind. Now, this is how the cosmic flow works. The cosmic flow doesn't define what you're going to get first. Now, what you're going to give first is the cosmic flow. Now, for example, let me give you a small example of how the nature works. Let's take a mango tree. The mango tree, before it becomes a tree, it is in the form of a seed. Now, when it is in the form of a seed, the seed has clearly defined what I am going to deliver to the world, what I am going to give it to the world. Even when it is in the seed form, it is very, very clear that now I am going to grow. My branches, my trunk is going to be like this, my branches are going to be like this, my leaves are going to be like this, and I'm going to give a beautiful flower like this, and out of that I'm going to give a beautiful, wonderful, a mango. a fruit which I'm going to offer. This is what I am going to offer to the whole existence. This is what I'm going to offer to the whole world. When it is in the form of a seed itself, it has clearly defined. Now the mango seed doesn't have to fear, oh, whether I'm going to become a coconut tree, or whether I'm going to become a neem tree, or whether I'm going to become any other plant. No, there's no fear, there's no insecurity, there's nothing. And at the time of, creating the definition of what it's going to offer to the whole world, the mango seed doesn't demand anything. Oh, I'm going to give so much of mangoes to the whole world. Now what the hell are you going to give back? First, let's talk about it first. Then I will decide whom should I give and whom should I not give. Oh, the tree doesn't demand that. The seed doesn't demand that. It doesn't even bother about what it is going to get back out of the world. It is crystal clear. Now, the moment it has defined what it is exactly going to offer to the whole world, now the second part comes, the doing comes. The seed has been sown into the soil, and whatever it has clearly defined, it starts growing exactly the way it has clearly defined. And the trunk is there, the trees, the branches are there, the leaves are there, the flower is there, and finally the mangoes come out of it. And the moment the whole tree blooms up, man run behind, the mango tree. Oh my God, what a wonderful, fruit this tree is offering me. Now the man eats it, and then the man runs behind the tree and gives whatever it is needed for the tree in order to get that fruit. A tree which can't even move, a being which can't even move from here and there, a being which cannot even speak. It doesn't even have 6 senses. It gets whatever it is needed. The best soil, the best seed, the best manure, the best water, the best sunlight. Above all, the human is investing huge banks of land in order to grow the tree. Now, why does the man run behind the tree? Because it gives wonderful fruit. It doesn't have to ask me. So the having is always automatic. The tree doesn't bother, seed doesn't bother. Now when you look at the nature, each and everything, you look at the nature, every damn thing in the whole world, everything flows like this. From being, from doing, to having. Now this is the flow of nature. Now look at the man. The man always thinks about, first, even before I'm going to start my own business or whatever, what I'm going to get out of it. How much money should I make out of this business? Now the first thing comes to my mind is the having. Now, in order to get so much of money, I should get so much of money, now what the hell I should do now? Then comes the doing. Now, when the doing, this is what I'm going to do. The whole illusion is running behind what I'm going to have out of it. Now this is what will define your being. It is completely, my dear friends, it is in the opposite direction. Now, any business person or anybody who always thinks about what I'm going to have out of it, what I'm going to have out of it, what I'm going to have out of it. Now you are in constant pressure and constant resistance, my dear friends. Now this resistance is what is going to make you so weak in this whole world, because you are totally against the cosmic flow of energy. Because none of the energies in the whole cosmos flows in this direction. The whole existence is moving from very smoothly from being, doing to having. Now this is the fundamental concept. This is the foundation of any small, medium enterprise or anybody, any businessman to grow from a smaller, part into a big, corporate entity. You always look at what you're going to offer. Never even look at what you're going to get out of it. Your whole orientation, the whole thought process, the whole energy has to flow what you're going to offer. The quality is the most important thing.